favorite show, as you guys know, Mary Mary. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Mary Mary episode 1 to 4. I'm not going to break it up into different episodes, but I just thought I wanted to come on YouTube and just have a chat with you guys. So what's happening in this episode? So this is season 5, so well done to everyone involved for getting season 5. Season 5, what's happening? So Tina is doing her own solo thing. So as you know, Tina has her own album, and she's got a book, I Need a Day to Pray. I've listened to the album, it's really good. If you don't have it, I suggest that you go and get it. It's very different to the stuff that Erica has done, and very different to Mary Mary in some ways. It's very traditional gospel, and I believe that she's won some accolades for her album. So if you have not got it, I suggest that you go and get it. Okay, so few things just that I want to talk about. So Erica is still doing her solo stuff. We see her hosting the Dove Awards. She's getting opportunities, and she seems to be really settled as a solo artist. Warren, on the other hand, he's getting grief from Sony because Sony paid him in advance for a new Mary Mary album, and they're really putting the pressure on him because they want their money back. But Tina is, I think first of all, Tina was like, you know what, I don't want to do music, I've got this thing happening with Teddy. And then now she's focused on her solo. And if you've been watching Mary Mary from season 1, you will know that no one can tell Tina anything. So she literally just does what she wants, which is a good thing, but sometimes it may, not be so great for the other people involved. Gu is on her stylist tip, doing her own thing, and she's got a new boo. So that's interesting. And then Mitch is still in the picture. You remember like a few seasons ago, Mary Mary fired Mitch. There was this whole thing on TMZ, which Warren, we see in this season that Warren and Erica think that Mitch was the one that tipped off TMZ, but he doesn't. Well, he says that he did not, so who knows. But I guess it's easy for for an outlet like TMZ to get any information, but I don't think that TMZ, Mary Mary is a sort of group that's sort of like naturally on their radar, so you can see why they would think that it was Mitch. So, okay, I've just said all this stuff to talk about the one thing that I really wanted to focus on. So Tina, as you know, she's doing her solo thing, but as part of the solo thing and as part of the promo thing, she shares her testimony. And her testimony is, as we know, if you've been watching, if you don't, I'll just quickly say, so her husband, she found out that her husband had been unfaithful for some years, and this had been going on for a while, and we watched her going through it. I believe they probably were at the brink of divorce, and she was really heartbroken about the whole situation, but they pulled through, and they tell us that they're more in love than ever before, and this album and the book is her testimony and her way of sharing her story with other people who may be going through other similar things, which is great. But my question to you guys is, when does reliving something get too much? So she keeps talking about my husband wasn't faithful, and it just feels like she's reliving it, and I understand where she's coming from, because her whole thing is she wants to help other people who are going through it, but I don't know if reliving it is the best thing. I know that my view is, when you've dealt with something, the best way to sort of really get over is not to relive it. I mean, you can relive it when you're talking to someone and maybe trying to show that, you know, if I went through it, you can do it as well. But I feel with Tina, I don't know, I just feel that she sort of tells the story with the same passion, you know, the fact that her life was upside down, and I really don't know if that is helping. So that's my first question to you guys. Do you think do you think what she's doing is working? Do you appreciate it? Perhaps you've been in a similar situation, and has watching her go through this helped you? Is a really, you know, honest question. And secondly, like, if you're a guy, like, and you've stepped out on your marriage or your relationship, and your partner has forgiven you and you're working towards reconciling, how do you feel when your partner keeps bringing it up? That's my question. And I don't know if we're going to see that throughout this whole season. Like I said, I've only seen episode 1 to 4, so I don't know if it gets better, but I do worry about that. And yeah, that's really sort of like the main thing that I wanted to say, and I really hope that we sort of get over that. I don't know, but everyone has their own process, and I think what was great is she was really transparent with what happened, so that was fantastic. Because she didn't hide behind the whole, you know, I'm a gospel artist, it is well type thing. No, she was real about her feelings, she was real about what she thought. But yeah, so that's really my question. But in any case, this season is good. I think if you enjoy Mary Mary's reality show, yeah, it's great. But the themes sort of seem to be the same. Is this whole, will they get back together, will they not? I saw a preview where Sony seemed to be suggesting that they could replace Tina with another Mary, which probably they can, but I don't think the fans will be for that, will support that. But yeah, so that was my thoughts on Mary so far. I will say it is one of the few faith-based reality shows that I can still stomach. I've kind of went off preachers off this, that and the other, but yeah, let me know what you think. So is Tina doing the right thing? Should she stop reliving what happened? And secondly, if you were Teddy, how would you feel? Let's have a conversation. Leave the comment in the comment section below. And yeah, and if you haven't caught up on episodes, just go to snowdroponline.com and we've got you covered.